Today, we're diving into the heart of what it means to be a leader, and we're going to look at it not as a set of rules, but as an epic journey. We're going to see what happens when a 3,000-year-old story meets a modern-day manual on true guidance.
So let's just start with the big question right up front. What on earth can a story about a wandering king from 3 millennia ago really teach us about leading a team or running a company today? Well, as it turns out, a whole lot.
So meet our hero for this explainer, Odysseus. And Homer gives us a huge clue about him right from the start. He's not called the man of easy paths, but the man of twists and turns. See, this story isn't about someone who avoids problems. It's about someone who navigates them. And that's the absolute core of leadership.
Which brings us to our first really big idea. We need to see leadership development as a journey, not a pre-printed map.
You know, this right here is where so many of us get the idea of coaching wrong. We tend to think a coach is just there to give advice, to give you a shortcut so you can skip the struggle. But the real meaning, the one we see in the Odyssey, is that a guide's job is to help you find your own way. Why? Because the growth, it doesn't happen by skipping the hard parts. It happens through them.
And listen to this. Odysseus says it himself. Much have I suffered, labored long and hard, by now in the waves and wars. He's not complaining. He's basically giving you his resume, his wisdom, his strength. It all came directly from the challenges he had to face.
So if the leader is on this incredible journey, what's the role of the person helping them? I mean, what even is a true guide?
Well, the word we use today is mentoring. It's this professional relationship where a trusted advisor helps a learner grow in their career. But here's the amazing part. The word itself, mentor, comes directly from the Odyssey. Mentor was the wise friend Odysseus trusted to guide his own son. This whole idea is literally woven into the fabric of the story.
I love this image because it just captures that relationship so perfectly. A mentor, a guide, they help you draw the map. They share what they know, point out the monsters and the whirlpools. But you're the one who has to actually take the journey.
And these days, guidance can look a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's informal, right? Just a natural relationship that develops. Other times, it's a formal program your company sets up. You can even have peer mentoring with colleagues or mentoring circles where a whole group learns and grows together. The method might change, but that core principle of guidance stays the same.
So, what does this guidance actually look like in practice? Well, a true guide usually provides two really critical kinds of help on this journey.
First up, you've got the accountability coach. Now, this isn't someone who's going to fight your battles for you. Not at all. Think of them more like a world-class trainer in your corner, pushing you to fight smarter, to stay focused, and to actually stick to the goals you set for yourself.
And the ultimate accountability coach in the Odyssey? It's the goddess Athena. And just look at her advice here. Now hold hard and let yourself be guided by your wits. She doesn't say, "Don't worry, I got this." She says, "It's on you, but you have what it takes." Wow, that is some powerful coaching.
Then there's the second type of guide, the career coach. This is the person you need when you're standing at a crossroads. You know those moments when you have to choose between the safe, comfortable path and the one that really aligns with your purpose? And Odysseus faced maybe the biggest career crossroads of all time. The nymph Calypso offered him immortality, a life of total ease, basically the ultimate safe harbor. But he chose the hard journey home. Why? He said, "Still I long, I pine, all my days to travel home." His purpose was just stronger than the temptation of comfort. A great guide helps you listen to that voice inside you.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the individual leader, but let's zoom out. Why should entire organizations, the kingdoms these leaders serve, care about creating a culture of guides?
Well, the benefits are just huge. A real culture of mentoring passes down that hard-won knowledge to the next generation. It's crucial for diversifying leadership, and it's not just fluff. It actually increases job satisfaction and commitment, which means people stick around longer. All of that creates a more collaborative and, frankly, a stronger place to work. So, the really key point here is that this isn't just about helping one person get ahead. A culture of guidance strengthens the entire group. It's about resilience. It's about making sure your team is ready for whatever comes next.
But for all those big, impressive organizational benefits, they don't start in some strategy meeting. They start right here, with a single, focused, one-on-one conversation. It all begins when one person decides to guide another.
All right, let's bring all this home. Let's talk about your own modern Odyssey. If you only take one thing away from our time together, let it be this. True coaching, real mentoring,
It's about empowerment, not making someone dependent on you. A guide's job is to light the way, but the leader, that's you. You have to be the one to walk the path.
So what can you do? 3 things. First, embrace your journey. Start seeing your career as that path of twists and turns. Second, go find your guides. You need people who will keep you honest and people who can help you see the bigger picture. And third, always own your actions. No matter how great your guide is, you are the hero of your own story.
So we'll leave it there with one final thought. Your journey, your Odyssey, it's waiting for you. The only question is, who will be your Athena?